Hey, what's up everybody? Just wanted to show you guys a quick video on how to propagate your Jose Buono Philodendron. I actually got this plant in a silent auction earlier today, but it's really leggy in some areas, and leggy is in reference to the space between each leaf and then the growth pattern. So I typically like for plants to grow upwards. This one has kind of got like a really curvy growth pattern too, which is a little unusual. But I definitely want to preserve this top portion as a mother plant, and the other ones will be chopped up to produce various other plants. And most of these, I would use them more for trades than I would to sell them. I like to just produce plants, grow them, and then mark off wish list plants on my current wish list by offering some more unusual plants for trade. So this one in particular has several nodes that had leaves on them, just like right here. You can see this has a leaf on it. This back portion of this cutting has several parts where there was a leaf, but below each one of those areas is an inactive node, which I'm gonna cut this, and when I do, I'll show you an up-close video on what exactly it looks like. But essentially when you cut this plant, it will cause that portion of the plant to activate and grow. It's got four leaves and a fifth one on the way. And what I'm gonna do is I will actually cut this plant. I would say like it's a good spot to cut it. So I'm gonna leave equal amounts of tissue on both parts of the plant. So I cut that one here. And this right here is an ideal cutting because it's a top cut, meaning that new growth will continue to grow out of this plant from here. If you do a mid cut, what essentially that means is that this specific leaf that you cut, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you, I'll cut this one and demonstrate. So this is considered a mid cut. This is a cutting that's not a top cutting, but no new leaves will grow out of here like usual plants do. There's gonna be a bud right here. Any other leaves, but that new growth point actually will. So what I'm gonna do is I'll cut these off, and I think I'm gonna get a total of like 6 cuttings off of here. I might get a few more, but I've got this one here, that's 2. I've got this cut right here. It's another one, it's got decent variegation on it. My 3rd cut, and then I don't know how many plants are in here. Actually rooted pretty well. I'm gonna cut this at the base. This is exactly what I'm referring to. When you plant this, you can either plant it in water, you can plant it in soil or moss. This one was planted in soil, and this is exactly what you're looking for, is a generous amount of roots, a decent amount of variegation, which you can't really see too well on this one, but the rest of the plant has really good variegation. And then the rest of the plant, yes, let's cut this up. We're gonna cut this into a few pieces. I'm gonna get quite a few cuttings from this plant that are either decently rooted or are in the process of being rooted. Like, I'm making a mess here. I will show you guys. Here is the mid cutting, kind of hard to see, but you can see that the roots are like really strong. So I'll pot this one up and a plant will grow out of this. Another plant will grow out of this one here. This is another mid cut. This technically would have been 2 nodes. Actually, it would have been 2 nodes, but the cutting kind of like snapped. This one will only have 1 growth that will come out of it. So you can see where that little bud is right here. I've got several nodes here. Apparently I'm gonna have a lot of Jose Buenos. Here's another one, another mid cut, 1 more mid cut. Another mid cut, and another mid cut. Perfect. So altogether, I've got 13 plants potentially. One for sure I have really good hopes for it would be the top cut. Obviously, it's the most prolific. It's got a lot of aerial roots. This will root with no problem. These single node cuttings are a little more difficult to get going. So over the next few months, I'm going to grow these guys out, and I will update you guys as that happens and show them to you so you can see how we get these guys propagated.